All right, very exciting video today because we've got developer provided footage right here of the Weapon X team with the Mega Red Silver Samurai. We're going to go over the kits for Similar Samurai. We're also going to go over the reworks for Sabretooth and Wolverine, and we're going to just talk about the overall effectiveness. Now, before we get into it, absolutely looks like they're going to be a top tier war team, offense and defense. It looks like it could work both ways. And what I'm hearing is that if you take an Infinity Watch and go up against them on defense, all things being equal, the Weapon X team should win. So it's going to be interesting. And then, of course, just by looking at the kits and with trauma, it was pretty obvious that they're going to be a hard counter to Heroes for Hire, which is absolutely insane on defense right now. We've got video footage of that. I do want to also say this is developer provided footage, and I've said this so many times. Usually when a kit comes out, there's 3 different versions of the kits: the way that the developers wanted it to work, the way that it reads, and the way that we think it should work, and then the way that it actually works in game. So today we're pretty much going to cover the first 2, and then when it comes out, we will see. I gotta tell you, Omega Red's kit looks super complicated, and I'm a little bit worried about it being bugged on launch. We're gonna find out. We're gonna go over the first. I'm gonna start with Silver Samurai because we've already had a blog post talking about Lady Deathstrike and Omega Red, but we haven't looked at Silver Samurai. Villain, Global, Mutant, Protector, Weapon X. So it looks like the whole team is gonna be mutant with the exception of Lady Deathstrike. She's going to be tech. We're gonna go over to the passive. Looks like he's gonna be an amazing tank. Passive, Way of the Blade. On turn, gain 1 charge up to a maximum of 5. And I'm going to leave on turn, if this character has charge and is not stunned, has any negative effects, remove 1 negative effect on this character for each charge and 1 charge for each negative effect cleared. So he has a way of getting rid of negative effects. And they're actually very specifically, for the first time, talking about a passive and whether or not it works when he's stunned like that. And if you've played this game long enough, you'll know that the way that passives work, if a character is stunned or not stunned, are 2 different things. And I hope they start changing that in the future, but he still looks like he's going to be an effective tank. On this character's or any Weapon X ally's turn, bury yourself for 10% of this character's max health. So that's kind of nice. He's going to be lots of extra barrier. On attack, gain 1 charge for a maximum of 5. This character applies heal block for 2 turns with 500% extra focus on all attacks. So when we go over the individual attacks, like that are showing up right here, they're going to be always applying heal block. Gain extra armor, and that's for the entire Weapon X team, and extra resistance, that's for the entire Weapon X team. And then he's going to have a high assist chance, gain 10% chance to assist, and 10% per Weapon X ally. And when I see that type of mechanic, my default is to say, hey, maybe we should put Skirmisher on him and take advantage of the Striker, Skirmisher, Striker combo. They suggest something else. If this character has 4 more Weapon X allies, reduce assist chance for all enemies by 25%. Let me read that again. If this character has 4 more Weapon X allies, reduced assist chance for all enemies by 25%. In war, on spawn, gain 5 charge. Gain 40% piercing per charge. Boy, his damage is going to be through the roof when he's got all that charge. And then look at this again. Reduce reduce the assist chance of all enemies by 100% in war. That's right. No assists. And if we look at this matchup right here, notice what is not happening here when Infinity Watch takes a turn. No assists, because this is war footage right here. So the other team should not have any assists. That's kind of bonkers if you think about it. Just from a core thing, not being able to apply assists. Let's go over his abilities. Ultimate Bushido Barrage, 4/4. Attack primary target for piercing and apply stun. Oh, turn 1 stun. That's great. If charged, bonus attack primary target for 200% piercing. My goodness. And plus, there's also all of that extra piercing per charge in war, right? Looks great. Gain +1 bonus attack for each charge, up to a maximum of 5 bonus attacks, then remove charge. Get wrecked, nerds! He looks very good. They did suggest that Omega Red and potentially Silver Samurai as a duo could have a strong presence outside of war, perhaps even in an arena. We will see. They didn't say that would happen for sure, but that's interesting. Gain 1,000% extra focus for this attack. Characters killed by this attack cannot be revived. Attack is unavoidable and cannot be blocked. This is definitely a get wrecked nerds deleting characters for sure. You can see it going off right there. Look at that. Look at all those extra attacks. My goodness. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Is he going to do it? Yep, he's gone. Boy, that bypasses Infinity Watch. So this is just absolutely got mechanics in it that are going to be hard counter to Infinity Watch. Bonkers, bonkers, bonkers. Then right here, special Executioner Slice. This goes off 3/3. Gain taunt for 2 turns. Gain 3 counter and deflect up to a maximum of 5. And again, this is why I was thinking Skirmisher would be good, because he's going to get counterattack and he's going to be assisting. Typically, characters that have counterattack and assist be Skirmisher, but the developers are recommending Striker. We'll have to see. Apply defense up for 2 turns for self and all Weapon X allies. Bear yourself and all Weapon X allies over 20% of the character's max health. Flip counter a primary target and attack primary adjacent targets for piercing and apply offense down. Lots of offense down on this team, which I think is great. Basic attack. Transfer 1 counter from primary target to self. Gain primary. Attack the primary target for 250% piercing. Gain 1 counter up to a maximum of 5. And this attack gains extra focus. Now, this right here is the basic attack, but I really don't know. We won't know until he's in the game and we go on to MSF.gg and take a look at the way that his assist and counter works. Usually that's a little bit different than this, but we'll see. But again, we're going to read the developer notes. Character dividing attributes, has good health and armor, further enhanced by his passive armor bonus. Summary value proposition, all Silver Samurai attacks dealing piercing with even more bonus damage based on charge stacks. Silver Samurai has several mechanics to work off his charge mechanic. Manning his charge is fuel for survival and damage is key to mastering him. ISO 8 consideration recommendation. Striker feels tactical on Silver Samurai because there's high chance to assist with Weapon X allies. Okay, I would have thought Skirmisher, but I'll take their word for it. Who does this character work best? Well, he works with the entire team. Fine. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go into the reworks to Wolverine and Sabretooth. And I just want to say I'm a little disappointed by this. Just a little bit. It's just not really what I was wanting, to be honest. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more. And then in the background here, we'll play some Heroes for Hire. We'll come back to that and why it works. But Wolverine gets massive stat increase. Health 23, damage 45, armor 500, focus 32, resist by 140, speed stats by 23. So those are going to be across the board great stats. Now, his abilities really aren't going to be changing that much. And then I'm just going to go right to the new ones because we know what the old ones are. Attack primary target for 240% piercing, apply 2 blood, and war gain speed up. Special, slice and dice. Apply primary target for 100% piercing, apply 2 blade, rebound chain to 5 targets for 120% piercing, apply 2 bleed. There's going to be tons of bleeds on this team. Lady Deathstrike has tons of bleeds. All secondary attacks have 100% chance to crit. Okay. This attack cannot be counterattacked and cannot be blocked. His ultimate, this character max health is below 50%, gain offense up for 2 turns. If Omega Red or Colossus an ally, always gain offense up and carry death proof from the primary target and then do a lot of damage. Attack primary damage for 800% piercing, apply 2 bleed. This attack is unavoidable and cannot be blocked. Passive, healing factor. On turn, heal for 20% of the character's max health. On dropping below 60% health, gain offense up and 2 death proof. There's a lot of that happens on this team for sure. On death, 5% chance to revive with the 50% character's max health. If one, and then this is the same, if at least one ally is X-Men, gain additional 5% chance to revive. If at least one ally is Weapon X, gain an additional 5% chance to revive. Boy, that's not much of a rework at all. While under 50% health, gain 100% blocked chance. Check that out. While under 50% health, gain 100% block chance. And then this is the same, gain 5% speed per uncanny or Weapon X ally. This is applied after any character is taken in action. So I think the big thing to take notice is that the stats are drastically boosted here, and I think that is the main thing. Sabretooth, health 53% up, damage 56% up, armor 140%, focus 33%, resist 140%, speed stat by 15%. And a lot of people said, well, if we're going to take Sabretooth off of Marauders, who are going to replace him with? I'm replacing Sabretooth on that team with Minerva. So that is just something that I'm doing for that particular team. A lot of people ask that question. Go to the new abilities. In war, apply offense down to primary target. This attack gains 500% extra focus. Also has the flip defense up. I always forget about that. Adamantium claws on his basic. Special thrash. Attack primary target for a lot of damage and apply offense down. Lots of offense down on this team. Attack all adjacent targets for 320% damage and apply offense down. If Omega Red's an ally, this attack does an additional 80% piercing to each target. This attack cannot be blocked. His ultimate, a rebound chain, which is an improvement, 5 to 6 targets for damage. Apply tons of bleeds. Boy, there's gonna be so many bleeds out there. If Omega Red is an ally, apply disrupt to each hero protector target. That's gonna be great with that 1000% extra focus. No more tanks for you. This attack cannot be blocked or counterattacked. That's fantastic. And then his passive got a slight modification. Again, when this character drops below 60% health, gain 2 death proof and 2 deflect. Gain 5% damage per Brotherhood, Mutant, or Weapon X ally. Mr. Sinister or Omega Red is an ally, gain 20% crit chance. On war, on spawn, if Wolverine is present, he'll speed bar by 20%. So they're going to be going early and quickly. And then the rest of this is all the same. That's okay. And then we've already looked at the Mega Red kit the other day and the Lady Deathstrike. They do look very good. Mega Red looks like he's going to be over the top. And I want to go over briefly the footage right here that shows them just destroying heroes for hire. And I want to talk about this mechanic right here, where if you look at, and this is true on all of the heroes for hire, and the reason why this destroys the team is that below 50% health, lose 1 charge to clear all negative effects and heal 100% of this character's max health. So when they have trauma, which is this opposite of safeguard, they are not going to clear any of those negative effects. And because he applies heal block, and they're not going to be able to get rid of that heal block. So the idea is to drop them below 50%. And then when they go below 50%, the charge, you don't actually even want to kill them. Just let them go below 50%. And then when anybody takes a turn, these charges are disappearing. Like if you're looking at this screen here, the charges are just disappearing off of Shang-Chi everybody's turn. So let's back up a little bit right here. All right. So he got hit right here and he went and then he lost a charge. You can barely see it right there. But then when Iron Fist takes a turn, he's still there below. He didn't clear all those negative effects because of the trauma. He didn't go to max health. He's still below 50%. So when anybody takes a turn, his charges are just going to be disappearing. And you're going to see like that. Iron Fist is going to take a turn, or Colleen takes a turn, and he's just losing charges. Anytime anybody takes a turn, there's charges. So the idea when you're playing against this team, if you have trauma and heal block applied, just get them to 50%. Let people take turns, and then the charges will just fall off of them. You actually don't even really want to kill them, because if you kill them, it resets. Because the trauma doesn't stop the revive mechanic. It just basically stops them pinging back up to max health and getting rid of all the negative health effects. And so, like right now, like this is just happening, right? You can actually start focusing on somebody else. Like you can focus on, you didn't have to go after him again. I mean, if you want to finish him off, well, he's going to die now because he's so weak. But yeah, you could just try to get them into below 50%. As long as they have trauma and death proof, or trauma and heal block, you're going to get the W. It looks like it's going to be a hard counter, and it's going to be a relatively simple matchup overall. Are you excited about this team? We'll see how it goes. I'm pretty excited about having a counter to Heroes for Hire. My goodness. And I'm curious to see if they make it onto defense. They do suggest that they're going to be pretty good on defense as well. But for me right now, I'm going to use it just for offense to destroy Heroes for Hire. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And as always, thanks for watching. Keep on giving.